And greetings again, dear humans. Today we have a simple question. The answers might not be so simple, but we wish for you to take 15 or 20 or 30 of your seconds and think about this. What do you need? Now, you can jot those down if you want to, because those will become reference points a little bit later on. What do you need? Now, and thank you for playing along. We wish for you to understand why we ask that question. Because almost all of those answers are going to be for you personally, what you need as individuals, and what we are asking you to develop to initiate and expand the mindset that the word you involves the entire planet. It involves your race. It involves all consciousness upon it. There is no separation. That is what you are building. That is where you are going to in that awareness and that unified consciousness that one affects all and all is in the one and should be treated as reverent and divine. Now, with the scope of that lesson, what do you need? And you will find that all of the answers will fit all of the consciousness on your planet. For instance, you all need a way to thrive. You need a way to explore. You need sustenance and living quarters, areas in which you can put down roots, even if you travel later on. You need areas which are safe for your offspring so they can thrive as well. And you need communities. You need large groupings of different species, all with unique patterns, with unique energies, with unique ideas and perspectives. And that perspective, that is something which will come a little more, it is more latent and will be reactivated a little later than some of your other consciousness evolutions. Because you will hear directly from beings as plants, as animals, as spirits, what they need. And that it is up to you, or will be up to you, and is up to you, how you respond, or even if you respond. But the humans of the future will automatically go to relieve any suffering. That is part of unconditional love. That is part of the you and the universe you are creating. So when somebody asks you, what do you need? Peace on earth is a good start. Freedom from strife is a good start. To fix the entire planet and restore it to balance is a good start to that answer of that question. But we just wanted to come to you with just that thought, to stir that thinking, to get you focused on the grander personality, the grander identity that you have. Such as when we asked you, what nation do you belong to? You do not belong to any nation. You belong to the earth. You belong to the higher realms. You belong to be true to your authentic self. That is your only obligation, or obligations. So go on about your days and your nights and know that you are always more. And when you imagine and you identify with more, you will grow faster. And those beings will be drawn to you, those forms of consciousness which are geared to identifying and assisting those humans which are on their way and have indicated promise and the ability to change and adapt, to become present and functioning and thriving in the new world which is being created. For all of you will not go at the same time. All of humanity will eventually evolve, but there can be dozens and dozens of Earths for which that takes centuries. And we are looking for those who will come in the next few years of your linear time. And you will be one of those. You can be among those, especially if you start now, leading with your heart, enlarging your identity to fit all divine consciousness on your planet. And then we'll work on all divine consciousness beyond your planet. And thank you for giving us your time and for accepting with an open heart and an open mind our message. And we go from you, but we never truly leave you, for you are in our hearts and our futures, and we are you. And we recede.